probably the thing that matters most to people is knowing where they are, and there's something very strange about not knowing where you are, which, if you're confident, is delicious. But to come up 16 stories and actually know where I am and know that that is northeast, and know that that is what they call the north, and all of this is London, and that something's on fire in Bermondsey, which is exactly as it is in the original big panorama of London. You know, for most artists, their head is their studio. It's where stuff incubates. And then there are various places in which things actually get assembled. And this is just one of those places that is the biggest piece of assembly that I've ever got to see. But there's no denying that it's incredibly exhilarating, and it gives off this mercantile energy, which of course is then attached to why artists like being in this city, because it's very energetic but pathetic, because we're in the 19th century, the 19th century city trying really hard to be in the 21st century, you know, and a bit of 20th century just went by. London has been my studio in a way that has then allowed the world to be my palette. I mean, it's an appalling 19th century statement, but that's all that artists do. I mean, they're foragers. You know, what are those beasts that, you know, grazers? I suppose the thing that I've come to value in this particular city, but it's true in cities, is how contradictory it is. So the energies are all coalescing, they're all side by side, simultaneously, and somehow it adds up to some kind of mass function. You know, the man who just dropped that piece of steel doesn't know that I heard it. You know, and maybe there's somebody on the floor below that wishes that I would stop talking and they can hear me. I think it's much more to do with its inseparableness. I mean, I really enjoy the willfulness of the city, and of course that willfulness can be a plant that says, I want to be there. It can be these puddles that say, I'm going to leave a mark. It can be the weather saying, I chip your paint. The argument with something which, in fact, in a city, we're trying to deny all the time. We're trying to pretend there's no weather in a city, which is why it's really shocking if you end up with sort of muddy feet in the middle of London. You think this is what's happened. And I suppose the moment you see a plant 16 stories up, you then realise what a strange falsehood all of this, you know, very, very late Repton planting is in the streets. You know, that's the governor. You know, I'm a weed and I will be here.